Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we will learn about the explosive developments unfolding in Salem as the September 29, 2025 episode promises to deliver shocking revelations that will forever change the lives of several beloved characters. The Marlena crisis deepens. The aftermath of Salem's devastating blackout continues to reverberate through the community, particularly affecting the beloved Dr. Marlena Evans, whose mysterious collapse has left fans questioning what sinister forces might be at play. As darkness engulfed the town, Marlena found herself in an increasingly vulnerable state, her usual strength and resilience seemingly drained by the overwhelming chaos surrounding her family and friends. The discovery of Marlena's unconscious state sends shockwaves through the tight-knit Salem medical community, especially given her recent involvement in several high-stakes psychological evaluations and her unwavering support for troubled family members. Susan Banks, with her unique spiritual insights and deep connection to the supernatural elements that often plague Salem, arrives at precisely the right moment to provide the emotional support that Marlena desperately needs during this critical juncture. The timing of Susan's arrival raises intriguing questions about whether her psychic abilities have once again guided her to someone in desperate need of assistance. Their heart-to-heart conversation promises to reveal deeper layers of Marlena's current emotional state, potentially uncovering hidden anxieties about her family's safety and the mounting pressures she faces as Salem's most trusted confidant and therapist. Rachel's dangerous revelation to Thomas. The volatile dynamic between young Rachel Black and her cousin Thomas DeMera reaches a boiling point during the blackout, creating a powder keg of family secrets that threatens to explode at any moment. These two children, both carrying the weight of their family's complicated legacies, find themselves thrust together in circumstances that will test the bounds of family loyalty and childhood innocence. Rachel's psychological state has been deteriorating steadily since the traumatic shooting incident involving E.J. DeMera, an event that has left indelible scars on her young psyche despite her apparent inability to consciously recall the details. The darkness of the blackout seems to create the perfect environment for suppressed memories and buried traumas to surface in unexpected and potentially dangerous ways. Thomas, who has been specifically asked by his father Chad to monitor Rachel's behavior and well-being, finds himself in an impossible position when Rachel's actions or words during this tense evening reveal information that could fundamentally alter the family's understanding of recent events. The shocking nature of Rachel's revelation suggests that her subconscious mind may be processing details about the shooting that her conscious awareness has blocked out as a protective mechanism. The psychological implications of Rachel potentially revealing her involvement in EJ's shooting while staying overnight at the Horton house create a complex web of emotional and legal consequences that could ripple through multiple Salem families. Julie Williams, acting as the responsible adult supervisor, may find herself unwittingly witnessing a confession that could change everything, placing her in the difficult position of deciding whether to protect a traumatized child or reveal the truth that could exonerate Kristen DeMera. EJ's desperate love confession to Belle. The claustrophobic confines of the hospital elevator become the unlikely setting for one of Salem's most anticipated romantic confrontations, as E.J. DeMera finally strips away his carefully constructed emotional defenses to reveal the depth of his feelings for Belle Black. The forced proximity created by their mechanical imprisonment serves as a metaphor for the inescapable attraction that has been building between these two complex characters, despite their professional and personal conflicts. EJ's confession represents a significant departure from his typically calculated approach to relationships, suggesting that his near-death experience has fundamentally altered his perspective on what truly matters in life. The vulnerability he displays in this moment contrasts sharply with his usual commanding presence as Salem's district attorney, revealing the man behind the professional facade who has been struggling with genuine emotions that he can no longer suppress or rationalize away. Belle's firm rejection of EJ's romantic overtures, despite the sincerity of his confession, highlights the fundamental incompatibility between their chosen life paths and moral frameworks. Her position as a defense attorney creates an inherent professional conflict with EJ's prosecutorial role, but more importantly, her awareness of his morally questionable past decisions makes her hesitant to fully trust in the authenticity of his claimed transformation. The emotional tension between them during this elevator encounter reveals layers of unresolved attraction and mutual respect that complicate Belle's attempts to maintain professional boundaries. EJ's surprise at her continued resistance suggests that he may have underestimated the depth of Belle's concerns about their fundamental differences and her commitment to maintaining her professional integrity above personal desires. Chad and Kat's romantic breakthrough. The power outage that has paralyzed Salem creates an unexpectedly intimate atmosphere for Chad DiMera and Kat Green, as the absence of modern distractions forces them to confront their growing attraction without the usual barriers and complications that have kept them apart. Their connection, which has been simmering beneath the surface despite the painful history between them, finally finds expression in moments of genuine vulnerability and shared understanding. Chad's decision to openly pursue this romance represents a significant emotional milestone in his healing process, marking his willingness to move beyond the trauma of losing Abigail and the betrayal he felt when Kat's deception was first revealed. The darkness provides a symbolic cleansing of their complicated past, allowing them to focus on their authentic feelings rather than the external judgments and family disapproval they know they will face. The romantic moments they share during the blackout serve as a foundation for Chad's determination to make their relationship public. Despite knowing that his decision will likely create friction with Jack and Jennifer Devereaux, who view Kat as irredeemably linked to the painful impersonation of their deceased daughter. His willingness to defend Kat against expected criticism demonstrates the depth of his commitment to exploring this connection regardless of the social and familial costs. Kat's response to Chad's romantic advances reveals her own internal struggle between her genuine feelings for him and her awareness of the pain her past actions have caused his family. The authenticity of their connection during these private moments suggests that their relationship has the potential to transcend the circumstances that brought them together, provided they can navigate the complex web of family loyalties and past grievances that will inevitably challenge their future together. The Horton House Overnight Crisis. Julie Williams' role as overnight supervisor for Rachel and Thomas transforms from a simple babysitting arrangement into a front-row seat for potentially life-altering revelations. The Horton House, traditionally a sanctuary of family warmth and stability, becomes the unlikely stage for childhood confessions that could reshape multiple family dynamics throughout Salem. The overnight stay creates extended opportunities for Rachel's suppressed memories to surface through sleep-talking or unconscious behaviors that might reveal crucial details about the shooting incident. Thomas's position as both witness and family member places him in the agonizing situation of potentially learning information that could save his step-grandmother Kristen from wrongful imprisonment while simultaneously exposing his young cousin to legal and psychological consequences. The psychological pressure on both children during this sleepover intensifies as Rachel's trauma-induced behaviors become more pronounced in the unfamiliar environment, possibly triggering defensive mechanisms that manifest as dangerous or erratic actions. Julie's maternal instincts and decades of experience dealing with family crises position her as the ideal adult to recognize the signs of childhood distress, while maintaining the delicate balance between protection and truth-seeking. Chad's growing paternal concerns. Chad DiMera's mounting anxiety about Thomas's emotional well-being reflects his deep understanding of the psychological burdens that Salem's children often carry as unwitting witnesses to adult conflicts and family secrets. His request for Thomas to monitor Rachel's behavior creates an additional layer of responsibility for his young son, who must now navigate the complex dynamics of childhood loyalty, family protection, and moral obligation. The father-son conversations between Chad and Thomas promise to reveal the extent to which Thomas has been affected by the recent family upheavals, including his father's romantic developments with Kat and the ongoing mystery surrounding EJ's shooting. Chad's protective instincts as a parent conflict with his need for information about Rachel's condition, creating a moral dilemma about how much responsibility is appropriate to place on his son's young shoulders. Thomas's potential decision to keep Rachel's secrets, despite his father's concerns, demonstrates the complex ethical reasoning that children develop when faced with adult-level moral dilemmas. His understanding of the consequences that could result from revealing Rachel's involvement in the shooting shows remarkable maturity, while also highlighting the psychological burden that such knowledge places on someone so young. The evolving relationship between Chad and Thomas during this crisis period serves as a testament to their strong father-son bond while also illustrating the ways in which family secrets and traumatic events can strain even the most loving relationships. Chad's worry about Thomas potentially hiding crucial information reflects his awareness that his son is growing up too quickly in an environment where childhood innocence is constantly under threat from adult complications and moral complexities that no child should have to navigate alone. This developing storyline promises to explore themes of family loyalty, moral responsibility, childhood trauma, and the complex ways in which Salem's youngest residents cope with the extraordinary circumstances that seem to perpetually surround their families, setting the stage for dramatic revelations that will undoubtedly reshape multiple relationships throughout the community.